Sweating.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here. All right, we are very fortunate from the St. Rose office, actually the Academy. I think you're technically still in, right? We have, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brandon Clark. Welcome to the show.
Aloha.
All right, well, tell them a little about yourself. You know, maybe some other things you have going on because you got a pretty busy life. The zoo. Tell them all about yourself, Brandon. We'll start there.
The zoo. Aloha. My name is Brandon. I haven't been doing real estate very long, just under a year, and I have had several careers in my life. And this is kind of where I'm at now. But previous to this, I was an entertainer for several different companies, including Cirque du Soleil and several big artists. As an acrobat, a dancer, aerialist, all kinds of fun stuff. Got to travel the whole world. So it's like my Facebook memories are wild. It's like yesterday I was in Japan 5 years ago today, and I was in Africa 8 years ago, and Italy 10 before that. It's crazy. So I had such a great life and I loved it, but eventually my body decided that that wasn't the career for me anymore, and it was time to find something different. So I started my own business, and I've had my own businesses for the last 13 years. Um, Anything from, we have a company called Goat Yoga, which is yoga with goats, craziest concept ever, which started as a fundraiser and turned into this amazing, beautiful business and part of our nonprofit that I run called Jeffrey's Farm, and gives back to the community and all kinds of super fun stuff. I built and sold a franchise of a dog training company. Bought one franchise, and I bought several others and put them all together and turned it into a big conglomerate, and then sold it. And then got into real estate after that. Started on my own with our own development company, and then got burned in real estate by utilizing someone else, and figured it was time that I took control of the real estate and learned, so I couldn't have that ever happen to me again. And here we are.
And then here you are already killing it.
Mhm.
I guess also you're on Mr. Real Estate's team. That's what I call him, Mr. Jack Woodcock, the best voice in
The
real estate.
OG, yes. Uh-huh. I'm
He
very,
is the
very
OG.
fortunate to get to work with him. And Jeff Botsford as well, the manager, and
Yes, and Jeff's great too. Yeah, that's such a great team. He's such a great guy. And what if you ever want to see the history of when it used to be called Galvar, before LVR, Brandon, it was called Galvar, which I thought sounded way cooler. Galvar sounds like a supervillain. But anyway, Jack Woodcock, he does a history of Galvar into LVR. And you can't hear me? Oh, I all of a sudden I can't hear you either, Paul. I'm not muted or anything. Paul, can you hear us?
Yes.
Hmm. He can hear us, Brandon.
Maybe he got a phone call or something, like
Did you get a
um
phone call on yours or something? No.
to disturb the audio. Oh, okay. I'm not
That's
sure.
weird. You can hear me though, Paul. No problem.
Yes. Uh-huh.
This is why live is so awesome. You gotta. Oh yeah, and my little line's working below too. I can see it. So Brandon, say something. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't hear you. That's
his
weird.
mic turned off somehow. So
Somehow your mic turned off. Can you maybe turn it up or
maybe he can log off and log back in. We'll try that.
yeah, that's the best thing to do is log off, log back in. There we go. He heard you. So he can hear you though. That's interesting. So ladies and gentlemen, while we're experiencing technical difficulties, please stay
Can
tuned.
you hear
And
me
there he
now?
is. And he's back.
Okay, sorry about
There he is. Yay.
that.
All right. Anyway, I was just saying, if you want to hear, thank you, Paul. If you want to hear the best ever narrated history of real estate in Las Vegas, go to YouTube and look for Jack Woodcock narrating LVR. I think it was 50 years of LVR or something. But anyway, so all great stuff. Tell them a little about your journey since you've been here too, because you're already doing really well, Brandon.
Yeah, I So when I started, I actually went through the not the academy first, but I went through the licensing program for Berkshire Hathaway, and I hadn't actually planned on getting licensed. I just wanted the information so I could protect myself and be more knowledgeable in real estate. But through Dee, who was teaching the classes, I just literally fell in love. I was like, I knew I had to be doing it. So right away, I had aside from what I had done for myself, which was mostly land development, I hadn't really done a lot of buying and selling of individual properties or residential properties or commercial. So I knew I needed to be somewhere that I could do both commercial and residential for our development company, which is now moving towards commercial development. So I immediately started looking for the best of the best, which is how I found Jack Woodcock. Um, Wild story about somehow we knew each other through one of the many sphere of influence connections of the world, and I ended up in his office. I interviewed, and he said with him and Jeff Botsford, and they told me that we're a very busy team. They're clearly very successful, but they don't ever set goals. They're just successful because they work hard, and they're looking for someone else to be on their team that can also work hard. But through that, you may have to find other avenues for guidance because our team is very established and very busy. So I then decided this was the team for me. It's where I wanted to be, but I had no idea aside from the classes for real estate licensing of what I was doing. So I found Janice through Amanda and Kristen over at the Summerlin office, which is where I'm based out of. And I sat myself in front of Janice's office every single day, listening to all the real estate conversations. And I got into every single class that she was teaching over there while I was waiting for my license to come. So it took I think it was maybe 6 weeks for my license to come in. And by the time I had done that, I had already completed a full buyer's class as well as half of a seller's class. So when my license came in, I was ready to rock and roll, and I just hit the ground running. So I've tried to, take every single continuing education class that's available, even though that doesn't apply to me because I'm still in post.
Yep.
I really value education, so being at Berkshire Hathaway has just provided unlimited amounts of that, and it's really kind of helped me kind of build the path that I'm on and keep building and keep educating so I can be the best that I can be as a realtor.
No, and I'm so glad you brought up the school too, because we've got Lorette Mormon who runs the school. You've got Carol there. You've got Dee, who's incredible too. You've also got Janice who runs the academy. So you've
Yes.
been to the academy, which if you want to come out of
Hmm.
the ground running in this business, I mean, she takes you through everything: how to open lock boxes, where doing CMAs and all the stuff that a lot of agents never get trained on, and we take you through it. When I say we, I mean Janice, and she does an incredible job. And then there's my coaching available. So you're in the academy. You're also in my coaching. I think
Yep.
early on in your license, you even came to a call clinic. I remember seeing you at one of those too.
I sure did. Yep. Yep. I set a goal of 100 calls in one hour. I was
Yeah,
rocking and rolling in that class.
yeah, that's great. No, I love the enthusiasm and the energy. I mean, hey, I feel the need to say this. Cirque Soleil shows are my favorite on the strip. Every time I go, wow, I got to really turn it up on my workout now. Look at these people.
It's a magical experience. The ability to do storytelling through movement and creativity is it's an incredible way to connect. And I feel like that really has helped me in real estate too. It's just helps me think a little bit more creatively and try and look at things on it from a different perspective to try and correlate and relate to the people that we're working with. And I feel like it's kind of working for me.
Right. And you know what? That's such a great example because I can see the creativity, which is important in real estate because you can do it the way you want to, but also like when you're doing aerial, jumps and flying through the air, and that takes repetition, repetition. I mean, you do it over and over so it's really, and that's real estate too. You got to get good at things. Some of it's repetitive. Some of it you can use your artistic and do it the way you want to. So it's a really good analogy, I think, sports or performing when it's that's really physical like that to real estate.
Yeah, it builds an amazing work ethic. And, if you can take that work ethic and apply it to what you're doing, you can be successful in anything. They always say, right, real estate is just outworking the guy next to you, just because there's such a easy entry level point for people that, you just got to be willing to do the work and the business comes.
Awesome. I love it. No, it's such a great story. I love when people have a killer story before they get into the business. I started at 19, dude. It's all I've ever done. So I love when I hear, oh, I was doing this. To me, it's always interesting. Someone like yourself who's had an unbelievable life before and everything you've done from performing to physicality to business, selling business. Then you get in and you see real estate and you go, you know what? That looks interesting to me. So when you saw that, what was interesting? What made you go, you know what? I want to do that.
For me, originally, it started with land. I really love the idea of taking something that is bare and building something beautiful on it, and then sharing that with someone else. That the ability to be creative in a way that I haven't ever been, and share that with the world. There's something about that is magical, and so.
Hmm.
And then I also think it's hard because I had no idea what I was doing. So whenever I feel challenged or I feel like I'm, maybe the least educated person in that realm, I feel like I need to be now the most educated person. I'm very competitive. So I kind of just dove right into it, and every single turn or every single challenge I've found has been interesting and substantial and helpful to other people. So overcoming those things has only furthered me in it.
So awesome. So I know they're all wondering. You've been in for a short time. You're killing it. You're going to have a really good first year. Let's face it. What are you doing, man? Tell them what you're doing.
Um, I'll tell you what I'm doing. This book right here changed it for me. Matt Johnson came in. It was one of the post classes that I took while I was waiting for my license to come in. Sorry, CE classes. And in this book, he said something: fail fast and fail forward. And that has
Right.
been like my mantra of real estate because you come in and there's the cold calls and there's the door knocking and there's the standard things that everybody hears. There's the social media that everybody hears, but no one really tells you, kind of aside from your call clinic, uh, you know, that some of those things just aren't part of your personality and they don't work for you specifically. You got to kind of find it. I feel like a lot of people fall into the category of, well, I'm going to try this for a year. Well, if you try it for a year and then you wait a year and you find out it's not working, you've just wasted a whole year. Even though you're probably going to move forward, but you may find you've moved forward at a much faster pace doing something different. So for me, I try to find those things fast. And if I didn't feel like it clicked with me, and if I didn't feel like it was, a good use of my time, because I have a very busy schedule with 4 kids and a husband and a nonprofit and 5 business licenses and all these things, my time is very limited, and I wanted to dedicate in my perspective, what would be a full-time commitment to real estate. I had to be very efficient with my time. So for me, calling, I have the worth ethic to call. I can make 100 calls an hour, and I have the ability to talk to people. In sales, it's what I've done and have done in the past. So those things weren't hard to me, but I felt like my time it was really hard. I also took a class from Matt um, Matt S. He's in the Summerlin office. Can't remember his last name at this moment. Sorry, friend. He came in and talked to us. Weinberg. He
Okay.
came in and said, talk to two new people every single day. But with me, if I'm in my office banging out phone calls, and I can't get 2 people to answer the phone, I can't control that. I don't like not being able to control who's going to answer the phone. So for me, the easiest way to be able to connect to people that I haven't talked about real estate today with is social media. And that is really where I think right now I'm at 60% of all of my clients from this past year have come from Facebook, whether that's from Sphere of Influence, people I've not had any contact with previously, or farming through social media. All three of those things, have led me to where I'm at now, and my current goal is either 10 million in gross property sold. I don't know exactly how you call it category
Gross
in
involvement.
real estate
Yeah.
sold. Yeah, yep, or 25 clients in my first year. So I'm very close to both. Very fortunate that this is something that seems to be working for me. So I really try and prioritize before everything else what is going to make me bring me business tomorrow. So every single day, instead of spending time, and I hear Troy say it all the time on his Monday inspirations, is spend your time wisely and be um, be intentional with what you're doing. Don't waste time returning emails and cleaning out inboxes and thinking about what I could be doing. Just do it. And that has really worked for me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so on Facebook, all right, what's your routine? Because I know they're all thinking, well, if he's getting 60% of his business and he's going to do 25 deals, 10 million his first year, I want to know what his routine is and his schedule. So maybe you could share just a little bit with them about what you're doing there. Because I agree with you. I think
Yeah,
Facebook
totally.
is the best one.
Yeah, I'm actually teaching this for Janice in the academy. I do a 2-day class for her. We've just completed it for the first time. I think we're going to be doing another one as well as maybe a CE class for other agents eventually. But it's really about knowing, again, working efficiently, right? It's not just posting, I have an open house tomorrow at 9 a.m. Here's the house and tell me some information on it, right? If you look at anybody's posts that do that. Everybody does it, right? You have to kind of get it out there so people know that you're a real estate agent. Um, but if you go look at the engagement and you look at the interactions on those posts, it's very minimal, right? One or two likes, maybe a comment, usually not, if anything at all. Where if I post a picture of, my goat yesterday eating with poor manners, I don't know if anyone saw it out there, but I got like 17 comments and 90 likes and 2 shares, right? So that type of engagement is what brings business. So how can I take that type of engagement and make it real estate, right? So with Sphere of Influence, it's you have the people that you know and how many of those people know that you're actually doing real estate. So how can I throw into something like that, a goat chewing on hay? How can I make that real estate, right? So rethinking about the way we're doing social media. Most people say when they hear, oh, are you doing social media? They think, are you posting your houses and are you posting your wins? Are you posting, your closings? That's not at all what I do. I don't do any of that. As a matter of fact, I try and I do a little bit. Like once every 8 posts, I'll try and make it something real estate related or a quiet brag, just so people can see and know that you're accomplishing and being successful. But most people aren't interested in that. They just have to remember when they think, I need a real estate agent, who can I reach out to? Oh, Brandon does real estate. He posted that really funny video about the goat and mentioned something about how he had a busy day of real estate and gets to come home and laugh watching this goat eat hay, or whatever the video is. It's more about the touches, reminding them every single day, and then building connections. You have It's like an unlimited amount of information from social media. People post all their wins, their family reunions, they're having babies, their kids are graduating and going to, everybody always posts their first day of school. Like those are moments that you can use to build a relationship with someone that's going to buy or sell real estate sometime in the next 10 years. So even if it's not now, if I am talking to people every single day and creating these meaningful relationships and building my sphere of influence and making my connection stronger, it just naturally happens without even
Right.
trying to sell something, right? Most people, I hate the like car salesman type of sales. It's just not who I am. Really good at it, don't love it. So for me, this is a much better way to have actual connection, right? Be in the community, have people remember who I am, know what I'm doing, but also, make an impact and build relationships.
I love
Which is
it.
real
That's
estate,
so
I guess,
awesome.
really.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And like and rumor has it that you even have a camel out there. Is that true?
I do have a camel. Her name is Fergie. You may have seen her at our trunk or treat. She's
No,
uh,
I
she's
did. I
there, and
I saw the pictures. I was actually out of town that day, but I did see the pictures. That was awesome. Yeah, I knew her name's Fergie too. That is so awesome.
she's
A
Fergalicious. We
camel.
actually just got nominated as the team captain, or I guess not captain. I don't know what it is, but for our new upcoming camel races between offices. So be prepared to see a little more of Fergie, I think.
No, that's going to be great. No, that's going to be great. That must be you have a tremendous amount of social media material out there with goats. You have what other animals do you have out there? You have goats. You have a camel. You have what else do you have?
Yeah, so running a nonprofit for farm animals that need to be rehomed, rehoused, or rehabilitated, we see all kinds of stuff. So I've got camels, goats, emus, turkeys, horses, turtles, fish, koi, parrots, birds. We have all kinds, pheasants, quail, all kinds of wild stuff that comes through. We try. Our goals usually are to hit about 300 animals per year that we've rehoused or rehomed, rehabilitated, and our goal is not to keep them; it's to try and find as many homes as we can. So we see lots of stuff.
Yeah, and it sounds like you do pick a few every now and then to keep, right? Like Fergie.
We try not to, but every once in a while we find one or two that are they need a special place and they need some extra special attention. So those guys tend to stay with us when they find us.
Okay, cool. All right. So in finishing, okay, so I'm an agent. I'm trying to take it to the next level. Give me your top three things you'd focus on. Like after, now that you're coming up to the end of your first year, what would be the three? And you can repeat
Yeah,
yourself.
I
Like
had to
social
write them
media can be one
down
of them.
because
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
okay, so my first thing, we'll do those three first. And there was something that I read every single day that really just kind of blew my mind, and it's helped me kind of stay on the path of being successful. But for me, the thing that I felt like really helped me the most was finding the smartest people in the room from day one, right? Don't wait until you have your license to learn. You've got 6 weeks generally before your license comes in. You can be spending that time so that way when your license comes, you are ready to hit the ground. I think I had my first one under contract within 2 weeks because I was already building my sphere of influence and talking to people about what I'm learning in real estate and how I'm almost licensed and when I'm licensed, do you need anything? So, the quiet agent, the silent agent gets no clients, right? You have to start talking to people right away. You obviously have to be careful about what you're saying because you're not licensed yet, but you can tell them you're learning real estate and how exciting it is to you and how you're so much looking forward to helping the people around you and in your sphere of influence and getting the word out there really made such a big difference for me. I had two or three within my first month just by doing that. So that was super
That's
helpful for
awesome.
me. Um, and then finding the smartest people to help you kind of get through that was Janice. And I would literally sit in every single class that she had. She teaches from like such a real world place and with real examples. And it really clicked with me. It's not just reading from a book. I mean, she's sharing her experiences and you feel like you're there with her and that you've done it by the time you finish these classes that it built my confidence right from day one. So that
Nice.
was super helpful for me.
Awesome.
um, the next one was using my resources. I call at least three managers a day if I need something. And I obviously try and figure it out myself first, but we have so many resources at Berkshire Hathaway that to not use them is just insane, right? You can have an
Right.
answer like that, right? Calling you, calling Amanda Lopez. I'm in the Summerlin office, so I blow up Amanda Lopez's phone every single day. Thank you, Amanda, for all of your help. Jeff Botsford, Jack Woodcock. I mean, anybody and anybody else in the office is always willing to help. There's so many people. So use your resources. That's another huge one that really helps me get through these transactions quickly and efficiently. And my clients aren't waiting for me to find an answer for them. If I don't know it, I know I can have it, within an hour. So that's a huge one that I felt is very helpful for myself. And
Good.
then I talked about it earlier. My third one is fail fast and fail forward. If something's not working for you or you just know it's not clicking, find something else. There are so many options for revenue leads, lead sources, ways to spend your time to build incoming leads and to build your funnels for your CRMs. Just be smart about what you're doing and be able to recognize that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be working. So as soon as you can recognize that it's working, you can perfect it. So you just got to find those things. So those three were my really big ones
Yep.
that helped me the most, I think.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Did you have another one that you wanted to say or something that you wanted to cover
I,
or
I did. This one blew my mind, and I look at it every single day before I start real estate. It's kind of like my mantra. And it says, get over all your fears of starting. And that's really the key. It isn't to live fearless. It's to be afraid, but still take action. Are you afraid of AI? Are you afraid of social media? Are you afraid because you don't know what to do? Get over it. And when you say that, people roll their eyes and they're like, yeah, how? Here's how. The best way to beat fear is to gain confidence. And the way to build your confidence is to simply start doing. And sure, you're going to have some failures, but over time, you're going to have more wins. Remember, everybody is learning at the same time. If they want to move their life forward, the path of any business mirrors the personal growth of that business leader. So here's the question: are you growing? So every day I come from an educational point, and that really helps. So Jason Abrams blew my mind.
I love it. I love it. No, that's Jay Abrams. Really, I like. I've read a couple books by him. He's really good. A lot of mindset, obviously positivity. But you're right. The way to do it, like you're smart. You use people around you to help you because that's what we're here for, right? You're in my
Mm-hmm.
coaching. You love Janice and everything she does because she does an incredible job. I mean,
Yes.
she's like the 24/7 okay manager. She's always available, working weekends, taking people out, showing them open house. She's incredible. And then you mentioned
Uh,
Amanda and also Kristen and so forth, and even all the people in the education. So you see the fact that you know everybody says, okay, you're allowing people to help you too, which is I think is critical in this business that a lot of agents don't do. So that's one of the reasons I think, and your work ethic, man. I mean, anybody who's been in a traveling show like that and on the strip and performing and the repetition, but the creativity too. That's a great combination, by the way. Great
yeah.
job, my man.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm grateful for everything you guys do, and grateful for your coaching, and
Thank
grateful
you.
for Berkshire Hathaway.
All right, my man. Perfect timing. We'll end there. You are the best. Keep it rocking. Pleasure working with you. And we will talk soon, everybody. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.